I am going to run through 360-degree breathing and then more of that active 360-degree breathing as we engage more of the transverse abdominal wall, the deep core muscle, and the multifidi, which kind of just happens. But as we come into more movement or dynamic movements, that breath you want to maintain as you move more dynamically, no matter what modality, even through everyday life positions, how we can find that brace to stabilize the body, the spine, the pelvis, the hips, floor. I'm going to do this on all fours today. There's so many different positions you can do it. So 360-degree breathing, you are breathing the diaphragm. You're allowing the diaphragm to move out in a cylindrical way, 360-degree way. So you're forward and down, but in this more cylindrical fashion. A lot of the cues that you might hear, whether it's me or someone else, but think upper back, your lats, behind the shoulder blades, behind the heart, ribs, especially your side and back ribs. So those are some of the common cues. Again, there's many different positions. Typically, I teach this lying on the back, but today for visual and just for you to try it out, if you want to try it this way, pronated on hands and knees. You can always lay flat on the floor too. With my hands pressing into the floor, just getting a little protraction here, but just a gentle neutral spine, nothing crazy active, nothing isometrically moving here. But now as I inhale, I'm going to breathe, find my 360-degree breath. And then exhale from bottom to top. There is a co-contraction that happens on your exhale, pelvic floor and core. Inhale into my upper back. So again, you are just inhaling into that 360-degree breathing, behind the back, lats, so your side ribs expand. On the exhale, just think of exhaling from bottom to top. I am going to come onto the back now. I'm going to use an adduction between the inner legs, so that for those who are trying this at home or in your own space, you can use that as feedback and as a tool to find more engagement through that transverse abdominal wall. So finding your neutral spine again, so your tailbone's lengthening forward, crown of the head reaching in the opposing directions. I like to use my C hand grip of my hands, C-like position, just around the ribs. You can find this kind of goalpost position too. This kind of helps broaden in your upper back. But again, as you inhale, think of breathing into your chest, upper back, ribs, letting that portion of your torso to expand. Again, we're not letting the breath come down into the belly. As we exhale, I'm going to hug the block. Think of drawing in and up. Inhale into your upper back, chest, ribs. That 360-degree expansion happen. Exhale, I'm going to hug the block, pull everything in and up. So, exhale to begin. Inhale, 360-degree breath. Now, as I inhale and I'm actively bracing here, the inhale, there is a sense of lengthening, and you almost feel like your core muscles, even though they're taut, but there's this lengthening still happening, almost like they're getting elongated while they're in this contraction state. And as you exhale, you're reaffirming that contraction. So there is a lengthening aspect, not a complete relaxation, but again, a lengthening aspect that is happening on your inhale. Pelvic floor lengthens automatically. It's a co-contraction. On the exhale, depending on what you're doing, how much weight you're lifting, the movement in general, maybe you need a little extra support. You decide on how much emphasis you bring into that pelvic floor and core. But ultimately, you're maintaining this gentle brace through the midline, so you're not loosey-goosey in space. Hopefully that makes sense. So again, just to demo, 360 active 360-degree breathing. Keeping it somewhat taut, inhaling. There's a lengthening. Such great work when you're working, especially to bring that center back in for my friends who are working with diastasis recti, DR, prolapse, or if you're just really tuning in or wanting to tune in more into that subtle power that we all have. I recommend doing 5-10 minutes of breathing exercise every day, maybe twice a day, especially when you wake up in the morning or before bed. Even if you're feeling a little fatigued, bringing that energy in, calming your nervous system down. It's great to open with just full diaphragmatic breathing, just feeling that nice lengthening, softening on the inhales, top to bottom, exhaling that natural contraction, bottom to top, and then getting into your 360-degree breathing, and then the more active 360-degree breath.